friends. I hope you enjoyed listening to the story If You Give a Mouse a Cookie by Laura Numeroff. Today, we are going to actually make chocolate chip cookies. So I have all my ingredients over here already. So over here, I have my melted butter, which is actually a whole stick of butter that when you melt it, the whole stick becomes a half a cup of butter. Then I have my sugar right over here. And I already measured out with my measuring cups that I have right here. I use the half cup to measure out the sugar. So I have that all measured out. I have my quarter of a cup of the brown sugar. They call it packed because you can push it together, okay? And it's brown sugar. It's half a cup of that. I'm going to use some vanilla, only 2 teaspoons of that. I have my egg. I have my flour here that I measured out 1 3/4 cups. That's almost 2 full cups. I have my baking soda here that when I measure it out, I will be using the teaspoon, have to make half a teaspoon. I have my salt for 1/4 of a teaspoon. I have the best part of the chocolate chip cookies are the chocolate chips. So I already measured out 1 cup of the chocolate chips. So what we're going to do is, we're going to preheat the oven. I already started that. So the oven's already warming up for us. I already melted our butter. And now in my big bowl, I'm going to mix the butter. And I'm going to take the butter and I'm going to dump it in. And I'm going to mix it with the white sugar, granulated sugar, and the brown sugar until it is just so combined. So let me mix that up. So you want to mix it while it's all combined so that it's just one liquidy deliciousness. Okay. Then what we're going to do is I'm going to stir in my vanilla right here. And I need to stir in my 2 teaspoons of vanilla. So I use my teaspoon measurer and I'll fill it up twice. That's 1. And there's 2. Okay. So that's done. Push these things away. The things that I've already used, this way they're not in my space. So I'm going to mix that up, and I'm going to crack my egg. It's important to crack the egg. Ready? Here we go. Cracking that egg, and we're going to mix that up well, okay? So while that is mixing, I'm now going to add my flour. Right here is my flour, and I'm going to add it in slowly. Okay, mix that all up. The baking soda as well. The baking soda, I need half a teaspoon. So I'm going to go back with this and just fill it halfway. Oops, that's too much. And here we go. That's what helps it rise. Okay, just put that and my little bit of salt that I need. The 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Okay, because you don't want it too salty. So we got that. And I'm going to blend that all together. Okay. I'm following my recipe so that I don't miss anything because it happens. So now I'm making my dough is starting to look like a real batter for chocolate chip cookies. Okay, I'm going to show you that. Kind of like when we make dough for the pizza. Remember when we made dough for the pizza? Okay, so I'm going to do that. Wow, that looks good. Now the last thing I have to put in, so this is soft and sticky, just like my recipe says. Okay, so last thing I have to pour in is my favorite part. It is the chocolate chip cookies. The chocolate chips. So I'm going to pour in my chocolate chips. Make sure they're all in there. And I'm going to blend that in. Oh my goodness, definitely looks like chocolate chip cookie dough. And just so you know, friends, it's not safe to eat the chocolate chip cookie dough when it's not cooked because you do have a raw egg in there, and the raw egg can make you a little sick. So that's why whenever you're making chocolate chip cookies with mom or dad or grandma, they probably say, no, you can't have any until it's fully cooked. So that's a good idea. So now I'm going to take my dough. I'm going to get my cookie sheet. This is my cookie sheet. I'm going to make room here. Move everything over. Some people like to use a spoon. You can even roll it with your hand. For sanitary purposes, which means we want to stay healthy, we want to stay clean, I'm going to use my ice cream scooper. I'm just going to scoop some out and plop it right in. Okay? Scoop some out and put it right on that cookie sheet, just like that. And you want to space them out so that they should be 2 inches apart. Do you know why? Well, if you said it's because they need room to bake, because when they bake, they start to flatten out and spread out. So you don't want one big cookie. You want to be able to have a few separate cookies. So we're going to make it so that it is 2 inches apart. And you can make your cookies big. The more dough you put, the larger the cookie's going to be, okay? So I'm going to get that started like that. And these are going to be delicious, I can tell. I can see it already. Almost done. 2 more little scoops of cookie dough. Oh, 1 more. And we are ready to put it in the oven. Let me move that aside. So here is my cookie sheet all ready, okay? So I'm just going to move over this way, and I'm going to put it in my oven that has been heating up, okay? And I'm going to make sure that I set my timer for 7 to 10 minutes. So if you like a cookie that is, hold a second, cook time, I'm going to put it for 8 minutes because I like it in between. I don't like it too crunchy, and I don't like it too hard either, okay? So let's let that bake for a while. So now the cookies are ready. We're going to take them out of the oven right now. And delicious. We'll put them on a cookie sheet so that they can, a cooling rack so they can cool, because you can't eat these delicious cookies until they are all cooled off. Okay, friends, bye for now. I'm going to let them more cool down, and then I'm going to enjoy a delicious cookie with some almond milk. That's the way I like it. All right, bye for now. See you soon.